The sudden death of Sylvester Stallone's son, Sage. The star making his first comments about the tragedy, and the case has now been turned over to the LAPD.
Sylvester Stallone is known for his tough roles on screen, but nothing could have prepared him for the emotional journey with his son Sergio. Once sheltered from the public eye, Sergio's unexpected transformation has left even his legendary father in tears. His story goes beyond fame, showing growth, courage, and the power of family bonds. What made Sylvester so emotional about his son's journey? The jovial mood was a far cry from the tragedy Stallone would face the next day when the body of Sage Stallone was discovered unresponsive in his residence on Friday. The body of Stallone's oldest son, 36-year-old Sage Stallone, was found in Sage's Los Angeles home. Join us as we uncover how Sergio Stallone's incredible transformation changed everything. The quiet beginnings of a challenging journey. Sergio Stallone, the second son of Sylvester Stallone and Sasha Zak, grew up in a home that was anything but ordinary. His father's fame as an actor brought the family into the public eye, but Sergio's childhood took a different turn when he was diagnosed with autism at just 3 years old. His parents, despite their own challenges, made sure to give him all the support he needed. Sylvester and Sasha noticed signs of autism early on. Sergio struggled with speech and social interactions, which concerned them. Unlike his late older brother Sage, who was outgoing and eager to follow in their father's footsteps, Sergio preferred quieter activities and often withdrew into his own world. As sad as it may sound, there are no Sergio Stallone TV shows. He only appeared in the movie Rocky II. His acting career was short-lived because of his condition. After receiving the diagnosis, Sylvester Stallone, in a 1990 public service announcement, acknowledged the condition and encouraged people to contact their local chapter of the Autism Society of America if they knew a child with autism. Keep watching to see how they handled this journey together. Sasha Zak, who had been an actress and photographer, was a key part of Sergio's life. Sylvester Stallone, the award-winning actor, was a struggling performer when he married his first wife, Sasha Zak, a photographer, in 1974. She sacrificed so much for him and helped work on the movies that finally brought him to the limelight and got him 3 Oscar awards. She devoted much of her time to caring for Sergio, becoming his main source of support and focusing on his development and therapies. Reports suggest she spent hours researching ways to help him, working with therapists to find methods that suited his abilities. Sylvester, though often busy with his Hollywood career, also made time to bond with his son in meaningful ways. Therapists observed that Sergio had a unique way of seeing the world. He showed a deep interest in patterns, shapes, and colors, which his family encouraged. They introduced activities that allowed him to explore these interests, helping him connect with his surroundings in his own way. This approach gave Sergio a chance to express himself without feeling pressured to conform to the expectations of others. But how did these small steps lead to something much bigger for Sergio? The Stallones were determined to give Sergio a sense of normalcy while also ensuring he had access to the care he needed. They enrolled him in specialized therapy programs designed to improve his communication and social skills. These therapies included speech exercises and interactive play aimed at helping him engage more with people around him. While progress was slow, they celebrated every small step forward. Sylvester Stallone often spoke publicly about the experience of raising a child with autism. He described it as both challenging and eye-opening, sharing that Sergio taught him patience and a different way of looking at the world. "Remember breaking down was when my second child was diagnosed autistic. That was bad. That was a real bad situation," he admitted. While he avoided putting his son in the spotlight, Sylvester made it clear that his family's love and commitment were unwavering. One of the most important decisions the family made was to keep Sergio out of the public eye. They wanted him to grow up without the pressures of fame. This was different from his older brother Sage, who appeared in films and seemed eager to follow their father's career path. For Sergio, privacy meant he could focus on his personal growth without the distractions of celebrity life. Art became an important outlet for Sergio as he grew older. Reports mentioned that he enjoys drawing and solving puzzles, activities that have been part of his life since childhood. His therapists encouraged him to explore painting, which allowed him to express his thoughts and feelings in a way words could not. He preferred artwork that was simple yet eye-catching, using bold colors and perfect symmetry. While his work has never been publicly displayed, it has remained a private source of pride for his family. They showed their love and devotion to their son by making sacrifices for him. Sasha, in particular, stepped away from her career to focus on Sergio full-time. She was fully committed to helping him succeed, both with his autism challenges and his special talents. What happened when Sergio started to reach adulthood? Stay tuned as we explore how the family supported his growth. These stars and their muscles may be larger than life, but they are not immune to the pains of the real world. It was just 1 month ago that Stallone's oldest child, Sage, made famous for playing Rocky's son, tragically passed away. How the Stallones supported Sergio's growth while raising him was remarkable. The family faced many challenges, especially with the limited awareness of autism at the time. Finding therapists and schools that truly understood his needs wasn't easy, and the Stallones often had to advocate for their son to get the right kind of support. Sasha's determination to leave no stone unturned played a key role in overcoming these obstacles. She worked closely with professionals to develop a routine that encouraged Sergio to engage more with his surroundings. The Stallones also made an effort to include Sergio in family activities while respecting his need for structure and calm environments. For example, while Sage loved being on his dad's busy movie set, Sergio preferred quiet moments at home. Sylvester found ways to connect with him during these times, such as building puzzles, drawing, or watching Sergio's favorite shows together. These activities were not just about keeping him entertained but about strengthening their bond. What's even more inspiring is how these simple routines laid the foundation for Sergio's progress. As part of his therapy, Sergio was encouraged to explore his interest in art. He became particularly drawn to patterns and colors, which seemed to calm him and help him focus. His therapists noticed that these artistic activities also improved his fine motor skills and gave him a sense of accomplishment. While he didn't speak much, his artwork became a way for him to express his thoughts and emotions. For this inaugural Rocky Day, hundreds packed the Philadelphia Museum of Art to cheer on Sylvester Stallone. The Stallone saw the importance of giving Sergio space to develop his abilities without placing unrealistic expectations on him. This was especially true for Sylvester, who typically achieved his goals through strong willpower and effort. He didn't pressure Sergio to meet conventional goals, instead, he celebrated his son's unique successes. This shift in perspective showed how much Sylvester loved and accepted being a father, even in the face of challenges. The family also worked to ensure Sergio felt included without being overwhelmed. They found a balance between protecting him and helping him feel included. For instance, while they avoided public appearances with Sergio, they encouraged him to interact with close friends and relatives. These smaller social settings helped him practice communication skills in a safe and familiar environment. Sasha's role in Sergio's life remained constant even as he grew older. She continued to oversee his therapy sessions and worked closely with professionals to track his progress. Her dedication was evident in the countless hours she spent researching new methods and tools to support him. Sasha's constant dedication gave her son the foundation he needed to succeed. But what about the milestone Sergio reached in his later years? Stay with us to discover more. He's a very funny guy, Sage once said in a 1996 interview with CNN about Stallone and how he inspired him to follow in his footsteps. "I wanted to be in the film industry. I loved what my father did. I loved watching his pictures. I loved movies." In addition to his artistic pursuits, Sergio showed progress. In other areas, such as communication and independence, while he may not have followed a traditional path, his family celebrated every achievement, no matter how small. For example, learning to complete everyday tasks on his own, such as preparing a simple meal or organizing his belongings, was an important step forward for him. Sylvester often spoke about how Sergio's journey taught him important life lessons. He admitted that raising a child with autism required him to slow down and approach things differently. This was a challenge for someone as driven as Sylvester, but it also brought him a deeper appreciation for the quieter, more personal moments in life. Another way Sylvester showed his support for Sergio was by using his platform to raise awareness about autism. In 1985, Stallone and his ex-wife, actress Sasha Zak, established a research fund through the National Society for Children and Adults with Autism. While he didn't publicly share many details about his son, he occasionally emphasized the need to support families affected by autism. This advocacy reflected how personal the issue was for him and demonstrated his commitment to creating a better world for people like Sergio. Despite the challenges, the Stallones remained optimistic about Sergio's future. They focused on what he could achieve rather than what he couldn't. This positive outlook was a driving force in their journey as a family, helping them overcome obstacles and celebrate the unique bond they shared. Sage made his film debut alongside his father in Rocky V back in 1990, playing his son Robert Balboa. He went on to act and direct in several films, including the 1996 film Daylight. But what role did Sergio's quiet determination play in shaping his future? To learn more, keep watching. Sergio's transformation and the family's support as he transitioned into adulthood were steady but unique. His journey may have been different, but it proved that constant love and support can lead to great growth. Sylvester Stallone and Sasha Zak continued to stand by their son, celebrating his accomplishments and helping him manage the challenges that came with adulthood. What's truly impressive about Sergio's adult life is how he proudly celebrated being himself. The hobbies he loved as a child, like art and patterns, became a big part of his daily routine. His love for drawing, in particular, became an important outlet, allowing him to express himself in ways that words couldn't. These quiet, creative moments were a source of joy for both Sergio and his family as they revealed his unique way of viewing the world. While Sergio remained a private individual, those close to the family noted how much he had grown. Tasks that once seemed daunting to him became achievable with time and practice. For instance, he gained more independence in handling his daily routines, from preparing his meals to organizing his personal belongings. This progress may seem small to some, but for Sergio and his family, every step forward was a big achievement. Something like that is so severe you can't really do anything. You know, I sent a handwritten note. I contributed to a charity for his kid, you know, that kind of stuff, Sylvester shared. But the story of Sergio's quiet transformation doesn't stop here. Keep watching to find out what Sylvester learned from his son's journey. Sylvester Stallone's perspective on parenting and success changed with managing Sergio's life. While his career was filled with accolades and fame, his experience with Sergio taught him the importance of patience and presence. Sylvester's view on fatherhood went beyond just providing, it was about truly understanding and supporting a child's needs. One notable example of this was how Sylvester adapted his schedule to spend more time with his family. Despite his demanding career, he made a conscious effort to prioritize Sergio, knowing how much his presence meant to his son. By sharing quiet moments and simple activities like puzzles, they grew closer and showed how caring parenting can make a big difference. The Stallones also created an environment that allowed Sergio to thrive at his own pace. Another key element of Sergio's journey was the bond he shared with his mother, Sasha. Sasha's dedication to her son's well-being was evident in every decision she made. She remained actively involved in his therapy and worked closely with experts to find strategies that worked for him. Sasha's efforts were tireless, ensuring that Sergio always had the support he needed to deal with life's challenges. But how did this support shape Sergio's view of the world? Sylvester was devastated and grief-stricken over the loss of his son, Sage. Our compassion and thoughts are with Sage's mother, Sasha. Sage was a very talented and wonderful young man. His loss will be felt forever. Beyond his immediate family, Sergio found a sense of community in the relationships his parents nurtured on his behalf. While he preferred quieter settings, he grew comfortable interacting with close family friends and trusted individuals. These interactions helped him practice social skills and develop meaningful connections, even if they were limited to small, intimate circles. What's more, Sylvester's advocacy for autism awareness became another way the Stallones supported Sergio while giving back to the broader community. Sylvester occasionally shared messages about the importance of understanding and acceptance for individuals on the autism spectrum. His platform amplified these conversations, shedding light on the challenges and triumphs of families like theirs. Through it all, Sergio remained a central figure in the Stallone family, inspiring those around him with his quiet determination. His siblings, especially Sage and Sistine, also played an important role in his life, offering encouragement and companionship. They grew up understanding the importance of empathy and patience, values that shaped their relationships with their brother and beyond. Sergio's journey into adulthood was marked by moments of growth and discovery, both for himself and his family. His ability to embrace his own pace of life taught those around him valuable lessons about acceptance and perseverance. While the world might not see Sergio as often as they see the rest of the Stallone family, his story continues to resonate with those who know it. But how did Sergio's journey into adulthood shape not just his life, but the perspectives and values of those around him? The answer might surprise you, and it's just ahead. Keep watching. Sage Stallone was Sylvester Stallone's first child, whose full name was Sage Moonblood Stallone. He was born in 1976 and made his big-screen debut in 1990 in Rocky V. Beyond the family, the Stallone children were deeply affected by the constant efforts their parents, Sylvester and Sasha, made to create a nurturing environment for Sergio. Seeing their parents' dedication taught them the power of resilience and unconditional love. They learned that challenges, no matter how tough, could be met with determination and a united family front. This foundation encouraged them to approach their relationships with others with similar compassion and care. For instance, Sylvester Stallone's daughters, Sophia, Sistine, and Scarlett, have been featured in the reality series The Family Stallone, which delves into their personal and professional lives, where they, on some occasions, cite their experiences with Sergio as a source of inspiration. Apart from that, the Stallone siblings form deep, meaningful relationships outside their family. They are often driven by the empathy and understanding they developed through their upbringing. Growing up, they saw how Sergio's quiet nature often made communication challenging. However, instead of creating distance, it brought them closer, teaching them the value of nonverbal expressions of love and support. This unique perspective enabled them to build strong bonds with friends and colleagues, prioritizing understanding and connection over superficial interactions. In one segment of the Family Stallone reality show, they emphasized the importance of being there for each other, saying, "The Stallone sisters always have each other's back. If someone you love needs to talk, just ask." Also, Sylvester Stallone continues to prove he's one proud dad. The 71-year-old action star gushed about his daughters, Sophia, 21, Sistine, 19, and Scarlett, 15, in a sweet snap from a weekend bash. Their podcast, Unwaxed, provides a platform where they engage in open and thoughtful conversations, further demonstrating their communication skills and ability to connect with others. Highlight their interpersonal skills and supportive nature, skills undoubtedly rooted in their upbringing with Sergio. Their understanding of inclusivity also shaped how they approached their roles in the public eye. Being part of such a famous family meant the Stallone siblings were often under scrutiny, yet they've managed to handle this pressure while remaining grounded. Their experiences with Sergio likely played a role in this. Watching their parents fiercely protect Sergio's privacy taught them the importance of respecting boundaries, both their own and those of others. This understanding has allowed them to balance their public life with their personal values, choosing to use their platforms responsibly to promote kindness and understanding. Another long-term effect of growing up with Sergio was the siblings' ability to appreciate small victories. For example, moments when Sergio communicated a need or expressed affection were big and happy moments in the Stallone household. These experiences taught his siblings to find joy in life's simplest moments, a perspective they carried into adulthood. Whether it's celebrating milestones in their careers or personal lives, they approach achievements with gratitude and humility. This mindset has made them more resilient in the face of setbacks, a quality admired by those who know them personally. Perhaps one of the biggest impacts Sergio had on his siblings was helping them understand the importance of a close and loving family. They understand the value of unity and strive to maintain close relationships with one another despite their busy lives. Regular family gatherings are a priority, with each sibling ensuring they are present for key moments. This emphasis on family is not just a reflection of their upbringing but also a way to honor the lessons they learned from Sergio. In addition to their personal growth, Sergio's siblings have taken steps to educate others about autism and the importance of inclusivity. While they may not always share their stories publicly, they've used their influence to shine a light on these issues. Whether through interviews, social media posts, or quiet acts of kindness, their message remains clear: everyone has a role to play in creating a more inclusive world. The Stallone siblings' experiences with Sergio also inspired them to support each other's dreams and ambitions. They understand the importance of encouragement, knowing firsthand how crucial it was for Sergio to feel supported. This has translated into a family culture where every achievement is celebrated, and every challenge is met with collective effort. Their bond is proof of the strength of the values instilled by their parents and reinforced through their experiences with Sergio. Growing up with Sergio was not just about supporting a brother with autism, it was a profound journey that shaped his siblings' identities, relationships, and values. The patience, empathy, and resilience they developed continue to influence their lives in meaningful ways, inspiring them to advocate for inclusivity and deepen their connections with others. Could these lessons be the ultimate legacy of their shared experiences? Keep watching, there's still more to uncover about how Sergio's life shaped his family's legacy. The legacy of love and lessons learned. Sergio Stallone's journey, while largely private, has had a significant effect on his family and even the world beyond their inner circle. His life, marked by challenges and triumphs, became a source of inspiration and growth for everyone around him. For Sylvester Stallone, Sergio's story inspired strength and hope in a world that often celebrated him for his larger-than-life roles in Hollywood. Sergio brought him back to what truly mattered. Sylvester once mentioned how his experiences with Sergio deepened his understanding of strength, not the physical kind often portrayed on screen, but the emotional resilience required to face life's unpredictable turns. This quiet strength influenced the way Sylvester approached his career, family, and public life. One lesser-known aspect of Sylvester's parenting journey with Sergio was his commitment to inclusion. Sylvester believed that while Sergio's path was unique, he deserved the same opportunity to engage with the world as anyone else. Whether it was arranging for private outings to ensure Sergio felt comfortable or advocating for accessibility in the environments they frequented, Sylvester showed how important it is to create supportive spaces where everyone, regardless of their abilities, could feel seen and valued. What makes this even more remarkable is the way these efforts have quietly influenced those around him. Sergio's story also had a ripple effect on his siblings, shaping their values and outlook on life. His older brother Sage Stallone shared a particularly close bond with him. Sage, who tragically passed away in 2012, often spoke about how growing up with Sergio taught him patience and compassion. Their relationship was built on quiet moments of understanding, with Sage often taking on a protective role. This bond left an indelible mark on Sage's life, influencing the way he treated others and approached his creative pursuits. For Sistine, Sophia, and Scarlett Stallone, their younger years were shaped by the lessons they learned from their brother. Living with someone on the autism spectrum gave them a unique perspective on empathy and adaptability. They grew up appreciating the beauty in differences, a value that continues to shine through in their personal and professional lives. While the Stallone daughters are often seen in the public eye, they have remained grounded in the values their family shared, values that Sergio's life helped shape. Beyond the immediate family, Sergio's journey quietly inspired changes in how Sylvester used his public platform. While he rarely shared personal details about his son, Sylvester became a quiet advocate for families with special needs. His interviews often included subtle yet impactful messages about understanding and acceptance. For instance, he would emphasize the importance of supporting children at their own pace, a perspective undoubtedly shaped by his experience with Sergio. But the real story lies in how Sergio himself continues to live a fulfilling life. In the end, Sergio's transformation is not just about him, it's about the people who have stood by him, learned from him, and been inspired by him. His journey, though unique, reflects a universal truth, that love, support, and determination can overcome even the most daunting challenges. The Stallone family story is one of perseverance, not just in the face of adversity, but in their constant commitment to one another. And as Sergio continues to grow and thrive in his own way, his story reminds us all of the beauty in embracing life's differences and finding joy in the journey. What do you think about Sergio Stallone's incredible journey? Has his story changed the way you view perseverance and family support? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen, you will enjoy it.